Each May I have an exhibit of new work featuring what I feel are my strongest pieces over the course of the previous year. This year my show opened on May the 20th and consists of about 23 new paintings, all done since last June. I like placing figures in interiors, and a few of these pieces were created at a figure painting invitational in Sedona, Arizona last October. For 5 days we had 2 models each day posing on sets built by a local theater company and wearing these great vintage costumes. Between the great lighting and the dynamic poses, it really made scenes that were fun to paint. Now, if these appear looser than some of the other pieces in the show, it's because they were all painted from life, with no pre-planning at all, just a bare canvas at the beginning of each day. And the models changed their pose each day, so you really only had one chance to get it right. Now, in my studio, I orchestrate scenes not unlike that. I'll move around furniture and props to create the impression of a home interior. I work in a building that used to be a schoolhouse, and I use 2 of the former classrooms as my studio, with lots of natural light to work in and move around in and orchestrate things. Now, sometimes I need to leave the studio and go on location to stage a scene. But it's really nice when I'm in the studio and I can move my furniture around and bring out household items and props, ceramics and books and vases, and orchestrate the scene like a director stages a scene. Now, sometimes I just use a single prop like a lamp or a piece of backdrop cloth behind the model. Sometimes I'll pose the model against an architectural detail like a window. Sometimes I'll just put the model in a hat or a scarf just to lend some character to the piece. This year I had everything complete about 10 days before the opening reception. So that means some paintings were still wet while I was framing. I frame all the work myself, I hang the work myself, and I arrange the placement of the work in the gallery myself. It's really a lot to tackle beyond just the actual painting, but it's really satisfying to see several pieces come together as a cohesive body of work. So the show is open until July the 2nd, and I hope you'll check it out.